Hello, it says I'm live. Whether I am or not, I'm not sure. Let me see if I can't get the lighting on better. Apologies for running late. It's very braided of me. Alrighty. I'm going to do a slight departure today in that the next 30 moves, since they're all the same, I'm just going to count them rather than check them on the program. So, there we go. Everything looks good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Now, in addition to the migraine I had on Saturday, I had another one on Sunday, so my weekend was fairly well shot. But at least I got another iteration of the pattern done before first migraine hit too hard. And of course, I knocked my pen on the floor. So much for trying to keep my head out of the picture. The feet. Oops. And I just... There we go, that looks corrected. And I just did one. And it's time for a coma slide. I think that's good for another coma slide before I need to roll that up some more. 4, 5, and 6. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. I'll keep that back here for now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And 1, 2, 3. Okay, looks like I missed one here, so let me fix that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. I should have done this one up here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, so nope, I did have it right. I just did not move that one over far enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's why understanding braid structure does help a lot, because, well, one cue was telling me that something was wrong. The other cue let me know that what I was trying to do to fix it was not the right thing. The first cue, I had merely placed this thread in the wrong pin position, but I did have the right number in the right place. It was just visually confusing. Oops. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And I'm not sure if it's exactly going to be this point, but I'm roughly at the halfway point through this braid, lengthwise. It might be a little longer or shorter than I expect, but I've got at least 34 inches done right now. And for a nominal 72 inches, we're just about there. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And 1/6 of the way through the spacer. If you enjoy my content, please like and subscribe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, let's try it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Much better. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Now, if anybody watching is in Idaho, I will be visiting my folks from the 11th through the 15th of February. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Be happy to meet up with any braiders in the Boise, Idaho area. Won't have a long time to do that, but should have a chance to at least say hi. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. 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 One, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. One, 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 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Hey, Bane, nice to see you on. Turns out I wound up having a second migraine on Sunday, so most of my week was shot, so I didn't get any more braiding streams done. On the plus side, I finally have my enclosure for my 3D printer done, and it looks very nice. Person who designed it is somebody named Martin Vlug. His design works out pretty well. The only minor complaint I've got is the magnets to hold the doors together. While my suggestion was to put them where they would theoretically work, there's a little bit of bowing on the door handle, so they're not quite close enough. So I've got to figure a way to deal with that. But should keep the temperature nice and even and in the appropriate range when I'm printing in my garage. At least that's my hope. And it's time for a coma slide. Since I know it's 30 moves and they're all the same, I'm just using a piece of paper to count the number of times I've done it, rather than reaching over the computer to flip the screen for the exact same thing to keep count. All right, this needs to roll up a little bit. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. For your, well, not local to you, it's a different province, but heard on the YouTube today that Jordan Peterson is going to have to go to a re-education camp for social media awareness or whatever to keep his psychology license. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Because apparently he was critical of Trudeau. Well, I seriously doubt he's actually seeing any patients these days, given the amount of money he's making from other sources. So he said he wasn't going to go to the camp, so or lessons or whatever. So we'll see how it plays out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. The shorts I've been doing of the time-lapse videos and other stuff for my 3D printer, it's kind of weird. Some of them like get really good views for about an hour after they get uploaded, and then after an hour they just kind of stop getting views. Others don't really get any views at all, so I'm not sure what's going on there other than weird algorithm related stuff. Yeah, I caught Jeremy over the quarterings take on it. So, all right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. I think I mentioned it before you popped on, but in January from the 11th to the 15th, I'm going to be a lot closer to where you are. I'll be in southern Idaho, so still, like 1,000 miles away, but 2,000 less than previously. Visiting my parents because it's been a while, and I really like my parents, so it'll be a good thing. I got my dad a 3D printer, but he hasn't actually done anything with it, so I hope to get him up and running with his. Okay. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Yep, I definitely can understand that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to have to start printing more interesting things in my enclosure. See if that'll help improve it. And we're now at 13 out of 30. Almost halfway to the spacing section. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Thinking maybe of trying to, instead of doing so many marathon sessions of braiding, I might try and stream every day for a couple of weeks, see if I can't get this thing finished up pretty soon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay. Well, I hope you are enjoying getting the ankle set up and hopefully getting a fair amount done on it. Yeah, I can understand that. I tend to focus in on one for a while, then shift on to another. But I've been doing the Kumihimo for about 23 years now, so actually almost 24. So I think this is one of my long-term hobbies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Now, if I wasn't doing this for streaming content, there is a chance that I'd probably wait a while to do it, give myself a break, and that break might extend quite a bit before I get back to it. So, and I don't want to wait that long with this one. Okay, we are halfway through the spacing section. 15 more moves before we go back to the main pattern. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. I did make some Damascus steel, but I never really got into knife making. I think I just didn't have quite enough proper grinding equipment. I did have a belt grinder, so that probably isn't actually accurate. But also afraid of cutting myself, given how easily I manage to have injuries every so often. This last weekend, I managed to, it's mostly healed, gouge my thumb and whack myself in the forehead with a power plug to the point I was bleeding from my scalp. That was embarrassing and annoying. I found that the more I do hobbies and stuff like that, the more the knowledge base necessary to get relatively decent at them tends to positively reinforce other hobbies, and it kind of builds upon itself to where it gets kind of all synergistic, and it's much easier to pick up new things and do much better at some of the stuff I've been doing as I pick up some of the other skills, as I realize that, hey, this would actually be useful for that hobby. I remember discussing with my roommate some frustrations I was having with a CNC router forum, where I was asking questions looking for an answer, and people kept answering questions I hadn't asked. And my roommate pointed out that I might actually have an interesting and unique enough skill set that I'm essentially like the first person, or at least the first person at forum, to have ever done some of the things I was doing. And nobody had actually thought through or tried it out themselves. And that was where I was running into the problem, is that some of the stuff I was saying, how can you do this? Knowing it can be done because of other stuff I've done, people would say, no, you can't do that. So once I realized that, I stopped asking as many questions and started trusting myself a bit more as far as, I know I can do this. Let's see, how can I do it? or how is the best way to do it? One, two, three, 4, 5, and 6. Hey, Randy, nice to see you on. Let me see if I can show that to you real quick. Let me finish the other side of this move. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay. All right, I'm going to unroll the take-up reel so I can show this to you much easier. So. Alrighty. Okay. So let's see. You can see the green and white here, but if we look at the other side, it's a mirror image, white and green. And essentially what I'm doing is I've got two braids. I have a green braid and I have a white braid. And the patterns I'm doing are essentially swapping the white and the green top to bottom so that you wind up with a contrasting pattern. And yes, I did make the Taka-Dai myself, and I do plan on selling Taka-Dais. I've made about 7 or 8 of them so far. I like this design, and I keep making minor improvements with it. It's a little stretchy. And I can see, I don't know if that was a mistake, but I can see a little bit of unevenness on the edge that might have been from movements. But it looks like as time goes on, those have pretty much gone away. So that's good to know. All right, so let me put this back on and roll it back up. All righty. Let's see. There's a lot of weight on here, which is why I'm grunting and groaning. Sorry about that. All right. Okay, that should be fairly decent. Oops, don't want to snag that too much. Okay. All right, that looks good. I did my count. If I didn't, being off one is not a killer. Let me catch up on chat. Okay. Okay, let's see. I have 100 tama on this particular one. The Takadais with 18 koma, which are these blocks here, 6 pin, no tama. In maple, run about 600 plus shipping for wherever you are. Whoops, message retracted. And the tama are 100 gram on these. I probably should have used 85 because it's pretty hefty. The wood on the koma is maple as well. Lead time, I'm hoping to have several made this summer. I've got to get my shop a little more organized, and I've been working with my 3D printer for a bit, but as the weather warms up, I expect to be doing a lot more. I've also been gradually getting in more equipment that'll make it easier to make them in production levels. Hawaii, I think you're probably going to have to add about 300 on to shipping for that. At least that's roughly what it was summer before last when I shipped out 6 of them. The one that went to Arizona was almost $200, and I was trying to ship it the most economical way I could. So, let's see. Okay, I will. I think I've got you on Facebook, so I'm going to message you my email address so that you can email me to make sure. Well, actually, I'm fine with it being on here. It's torin3@gmail.com. Feel free to email me, and I'm a little slow at replying on email, but this way, when I'm ready to go, I can search through my email to see who is got an order or who wants to do an order. So, I would wait until I've actually started making them before talking about a deposit. But yeah, it's part of the reasons I started making Taka-Dais was because I had to wind up building my own to be able to get it. And the current other manufacturer for them, which is Braider's Hand right now in the US, has about a 2-year lead time, last I heard. They may have improved, they may have not. So I'm going to start braiding again. I will try and keep answering questions, but I am trying to get this one done as quickly as I can so I can get it to. Oh, and the tama I've got, I can make them from 30 to 100 grams, and they run about 8 a piece. Though if you're buying a Taka-Dai, there's usually a discount on that. I think it runs closer to 7 each. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Oh, just so you're aware, the tama I've got on this particular Taka, I have 9 pins per. Let me show you for comparison. These are the ones I'll be making. These are 6 pins. This is a 9 pin. These I bought, but I can make them just as easily as I can make these. So it gives you an idea. These are also about 18 years older than these. So that was not a good idea. I tried to brace on the back end and stuck my hand on the end of the pen I was using to write. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay. Looks right. And it's time for a coma slide. Okay, yeah, I have never really been a fan of the baby Takadais. but that's also maybe in part due to the fact that I've always pretty much had a full-size one since I started working with it. And the original design I got and that I modified into this one had only 18 inches between these rails. And I don't know if you can tell, but at this size, if I gain any more weight, which I'm working on losing, I bump my elbows against the rails, and it feels rather narrow to me. So, which is why I have it the size I do. But then again, the design I got from was probably for a very slender woman to use, and having about 100 pounds weight difference between the two of us probably was reason why the design was not comfortable for me. So, okay. All right. Nope, that's good. So I don't need to do a take-up reel. Now, I got a flight in about 6 weeks, and I would like to not have it be very uncomfortable for me or for the people sitting next to me. So I'm working on my best to lose weight. Two, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Yeah, if weight's an issue, I definitely either keep your number of tama that you're working with to under 70 or start using 85 gram or lighter tama. I don't think I'd go below 50 grams just because you do want a reasonable amount of tension per strand. I'm about 237 at 5'8", so I'm definitely heavier set than you. Okay. All right. 2/3 of the way through the single color spacer. 1. This braid here, I'm shooting for 6 feet, but I don't know if I'll. Okay, so let's see. I don't know if it's going to wind up being that length or not. I used about roughly 9 feet from the D-ring I started with to the leader on the tama. So we'll see how close I got it. But I was trying to figure about 30% shrink, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. The way my palm is filling, I think I might have tattooed my a dot on my palm from the pen point. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Actually, Randy, it was Giovanna who commissioned the last batch of Taka-Dais I made. I made 5 of them for a conference she was doing in 2021. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. She wasn't actually running it as far as I'm aware, but she was involved with it. And they were doing a Taka-Dai class, and they wanted to have Taka-Dais available for the students. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. If I can get enough made, I was thinking about maybe traveling to one of the conferences and seeing if I can sell them in person. That might be nice. Okay. 8 more to go till we start the pattern back up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Yep, I do like the way that I've got these, that they're easy to set up and take down for easy transport. I know there's a lot of designs that do that, but I'm really pleased with the way mine do. So, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. It went through the middle of a strand there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. That looks better. Okay. And I think my wife would get a little annoyed if somebody started farming me instead of a Takadai. So. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Just a quick note here, as you can see, I'm running close to the end where it's about to get to the leaders. So this might be ending a little bit before 6 feet. So I might actually be somewhere close to, somewhere between half and 2/3 of the way through this. Yeah, I kind of found it amusing when I was running the Kumihimo braiders list and I started selling my tama. I got a lot of, if it's not wood hitting wood, it's not the proper sound, and it's not what braiders want to hear. So I don't think you're going to sell a lot of your tama. Those are not word for word, but that was the gist of the conversation there. Yeah, that might be an issue. One thing I do plan on doing in the next couple of months is getting a website set up for selling equipment. I think I've got a nice, actually I got wood and 3D printed Maridai designs that I think I can produce both fairly easily. And I know they're kind of like the lost leaders in the Kumihimo market, but I do need a bunch of Maridais for me to do more diversified Maridai content, because I only have 2 that I can use right now. And having multiple, like 5 or 10 Maridais with different braids on them will allow me to provide a more varied content for people, so that we can switch between a bunch of braids without having to do the same one over and over again until it's done. Okay. Let's see. Okay. The ones I'm currently working with are Yellow Heart for the mirror, which is a nice bright wood for a Maridai top. I've made one with it before. It tends to weather maybe to a kind of a beige color range with a strong yellow tint. It's a nice dense wood, so it's got a fairly tight grain and it doesn't get a lot of nap being raised. And I was planning to do mainly 12 inches, though I can do 10 as well on both of them. I have a CNC. Okay, yeah, I did do that. I have a CNC router that I can do to make the mirrors, even though I don't have a lathe to turn them on. I've been making them when I needed to, using a hand router and a pivot pin, but I didn't have the right bits for the profiles that I wanted. So now with the, well, I want the 12 inches, the 12-inch mirrors for when I'm doing more than 24 tama, because some of them where I've got 32 or 36 for some of the braids I like doing, and it's just really tight around the edge. But for like anything below 24, yeah, 10 inches is very much the preferred size for me. But I wanted to do 12 as well as 10. Thank you for the compliment. I really appreciate it. I just kind of like focus on things I like to do, and then suddenly I find out I'm doing a lot of things I didn't really think I'd be able to do at the beginning. So, which is part of why I do this, so that other people can see how to do it and not have to try and figure it out the hard way. Because I know when I first started reading Takadai tablature for how to do braids, I was really confused, and my braids were pretty messed up for my first 2 braids until I kind of figured out what was going on. The other issue I've been having is that I am tired a lot, and so I went to see a sleep doctor, and I'm trying to work on that so that I can get more done in the day. And it's not like coming home from work and then just sitting in front of the computer trying to stay awake until it's time to go to sleep, because I don't want to waste an evening. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so I still need to do the top one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, that looks right. Don't know why I kept messing that one up. The website is Artisan Biz. Hold on a second. Let me bring it up real quick. Her website is artisan.biz. I think if you look in the description for this video, it'll have a link to her website, and you can get the book from her. Oh, no worries. Yeah, if you search, or if you look at the description for this video, it should have a link for Claire's website where you can order the book from her. And when you order the book, it comes with the software for being able to design and do pickup braids. So, or at least that's the software I'm using. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And I think I'm actually starting to get pretty tired here. It's taking a little more concentration to keep up with things. So once I get through with the spacer, I think I'll go ahead and call it a day for the stream. But I'll have gotten done what I wanted to do, which was to get through the spacing section. Okay. Alrighty. There we go. The last stream I did, which was 3.5 hours, I managed to go through an entire iteration of the pattern and did not make a mistake or have to back up my braid anywhere. That was very nice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. No, I'm glad I've given you something to look forward to, and I hope to have it available for you before too awfully long. It sucks having to wait. There we go. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay. 3 more to go after this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Have a good night. Glad that things went well for the stream, and you have a safe one and happy braiding. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Yes, this is silk. I used, whoops, time for a coma slide, forgot that. Yeah, I bought Kumihimo weight silk thread on cones from Japan, and I warped it up. Got 12 strands per tama. Oops. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And slide the comb on this side. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Have a good one, Bane. I'm pretty much done here. You have a safe one, and take care of what you need to, and enjoy your inkle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Happy New Year. Well, at least I don't have to pick up the piece of paper I dropped because I don't need to mark on it anymore. Okay, there we go. And end stream. If I can get the mouse to work on the glide pad here. End stream and end. End. And there we go.